Okay, I'm inside Deadhorse Cave near the rat hole. I'm in the main passage. There's the way back down to the lower entrances and so on. But before I show you a way out, I'm gonna look around here. Look at the wall. Look at the little drip stones here. Got ourselves some actual formations. Ooh, oops. Interesting. All right. Well, anyway. Oh, yeah, and there's one up here on the wall, too. As you can see, this way pretty much looks like it's a dead end. Okay, well, there's at least something to defend. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. The lava on top of the flat lava looks like it's worms or something. Okay, lava worms. Kind of cool. All right, now check it out. It's an upper level up there. Good luck. Okay, now I'm back to the main tube. That's the way down. Oh, wait, before I go any farther down, look at this up on the wall / ceiling. See when it arch shaped the ceiling and the wall are kind of the same thing. Look at that, you got some small formations hanging up there, about 8 feet off the cave floor. Darn it, my camera lens is fogging up again. It's like I said, it's 100% humidity. Okay, now look at this. There used to be a rope here. Somebody put in an actual rope ladder. Holy cow. Even I could probably do this. Wow. Wow, that's nice. Okay. Maybe I should climb up there sometime. But I'll wait till I'm with other people so they can watch me die. Or so they can help me, either way. All right, let's see if I can go any farther. I thought this cave kept going farther, but it might be. You know, I must be thinking of a different tube. All right, never mind. So there we are. There's it. Man, I need to print out a map. I used to have a map of this cave that I kept with me, but it got all wrinkly. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So if you really want to get out of this cave now, you can climb up there on the ledge, turn right, crawl through the rat hole, and you're practically out. Of course, if you're not ready to leave yet, look at that. Wow. Got cave. We got cave. All right, then. Well, that's funny. There's a bug here. Wonder if he's lost. Huh. Well, I'm not going to rescue a bug. Huh. All right. Now I'm going to head back down the tube. On the way out, I'll point to some side passages. There's a lot of little crawls that I skipped on purpose. For the easy part of the cave, I think I pretty much got everything. I'm curious to see how long it took. Got to get over at this rock pile. And then there's two ways south. I was going to stick to the right, but the right one's tighter than the left. So I'm going to be lazy and go left. See how wide it is over here, past the breakdown pile. Somebody marked a pile of rocks here. I think it's just to show which tube is easier of the two. This is a big tube, so I'm going to open up. All right, now my light's at 30%. Get some light. See how much bigger it is here. Notice how part of it's glossy and shiny. Part of it is rough, not so shiny. Very interesting cave. Very uneven. Lots of breakdown piles. It's a lot of work to get through this cave, even the main tube, which is where I am. This is what they call the stream passage, even though the stream is ahead of me. The next big breakdown pile. So the cave is nice and wide, but it seems narrow because it's a little bit of work to crawl around this breakdown pile. Luckily, there's a pretty big gap around the side of this one. I'm actually standing up. Don't even have to worry about hitting my head. It's almost 7 feet of clearance here. Notice how wide it is here. Dozens of feet wide. In the center, I'd say it's 9 or 10 feet tall. Even where I'm standing, it's about 7 feet tall. Lots of room. Okay, this is where I showed you earlier. There's a side passage up there. That one's a little bit of work, so I'm not gonna do it today, but you climb up there, keeps going. It's a dead end, but it's really, really long dead end. It's really cool. Okay, the tube's a little smaller here, so I'm gonna turn the light down to 20%. Help keep it cool, save the battery life. Okay, here we go. This is the part where I was earlier. Obviously, I came from this direction. Now, I'm at a three-way, but it's not so obvious. If I go straight through the room here, then I'm going to go back the hard way. So check it out. There's a tube here. It looks easy, but it gets smaller ahead. But if I go over here to the right, it looks harder because it's hidden behind the rock pile. But this is actually the easier way. So I'm going to go this way. So. Notice the floor here, that looks kind of like a dry creek bed. I don't think I've ever seen water flowing through here, but obviously it's plausible. Obviously there's water on the floor now. So, see, that's the way I could have crawled through. It's obviously pretty tight. Definitely belly crawling, but it would fit. It would work. Heading downhill now, downstream. Notice there's no water flowing yet. There's a spring ahead of me where the water comes out of the ground. Going downhill is tricky. If I'm not careful, I can fall forward. To fit through here, I gotta take off my backpack. It'll slow me down. Drag it along behind me. Well, not drag it, you know what I mean. As you can see, it's a little bit tight in here, and the floor is all rough and wet, and you hear water flowing ahead. We're almost to the good part. Oops. There we are. There's the spring. And the tricky part, the way out of this cave that I want to take is to the left. Hopefully I'll know it when I see it. That's how deep the water is here. There's another spot where water's a few inches deep. Okay. Okay, notice there's a tube to the right. It's not a dead end, but my turnoff is right here on the left. So if I turn right there, I'm going to miss my turnoff. Alright, this is the way out. There's the rock here. A little eensy-weensy looking tube. Definitely not the nicest looking tube, but it'll take me out of here. So. I'm going to go ahead first. It's a little steep to be going head first. If I wasn't here before, I wouldn't go head first down a thing this steep. But since I've been here before, I know where I'm going, and I know I'm not going to like fall down a cliff, get myself stuck. I'm going to go ahead and go head first so I can get a better video and see what I'm doing. That way I don't have to worry about turning around when I do get to flat ground. Relatively flat ground. Even when once I'm outside the cave, the ground isn't particularly flat around here. Anyway. Oops. Dang it. Oops. There we go. It's a little bit steep. Oops, hang on, I accidentally made it 50%. Okay, there's 20. downhill, so I'm like leaning on my stomach here. This cave is a little easier going uphill than downhill. Then my weight is mostly resting on my feet instead of my elbows and my chest. I mean, I'm not even on my knees right now. I'm on my chest. The ceiling is so low. Alright. I'm almost ready to sit up now. Get a little easier on the old guts. Oh yeah. Sitting upright, I can breathe. Alright. Oops. You know what? I'm gonna have to pause the video. My knee pad just came undone. So hang on a second.